Hello! If you found your way here, that means you're watching Sgtdrfunk play Super Mario World for the first time. Well, I'm not playing the game for the first time, but this is my first Let's Play. Possibly. Still kind of in the beta stages of, deciding whether I want to do LPs or play up, or how I want to do it or whatever. But, yeah, so we're going to play Super Mario World. And I figure I can do the beginning without practice because it's easy and I played it 1,000 times as a kid. Welcome to this dinosaur land. In this strange land we find that Princess Toadstool is missing again. Looks like Bowser is at it again. Vary your word choice, please. I understand you only have so many bits to work with. Okay, so here we are in Yoshi's Island. Yes, on Yoshi's Island, not quite yet. And this is a screen I saw a lot as a kid because these were usually the only levels that I could beat. So let's go ahead with Yoshi's Island 1. Alright, and there's that guy. And this is a... I'm starting out really well. Holy crap! I swear I am better than this. Okay. So, we start out with that their dragging coin fail already. And that, jeez, I'm already doing very badly. It'll get better, I promise. I don't always suck this much. Yay! I always love that. That made me feel a lot better about myself. What? Oh man. This day is just not, this is, wow. But we're still getting through the game here, so I guess it could be worse. That'll probably end up being my motto forever. Well, it could be worse. Because chances are it probably could be. Well, I mean, unless I'm getting game overs every 2 seconds, but even then, with that exaggeration, you could get game overs every 1 second. So, by that logic, I used to be so afraid of those guys, the football players. And we used to have, me and my sister used to have names for all of them, for all of the enemies in the game. So, I don't remember what they were. I don't remember what the football. I think they were just football guys because they wanted to tackle me. Not fun. Not fun at all. Yellow Switch Palace! I didn't see too much of this level because I didn't often get to the Switch Palaces because I was usually playing on a file that had everything mostly done. So, yay coins! Love all the coins. Love all the coins. I like coins. They're good for me. Coins are my friend. And now I have more lives because I will inevitably lose them. And big long hallway. Oh, duck. And big button. Oh man, I love pressing the big button. Yeah! The power of the switch you have pushed will turn into... Your progress will also be saved. Good! I probably should have saved that for after I beat a level, though. A better level, anyway, than that. I could always continue without save if I'm that bitter. I'm not that bitter. I don't have enough faith in my gaming abilities to not save wherever it prompts me to save. Berries! Oh, that was stupid of me. Oh well, I'll just turn these guys into coins. Always interesting, though, how the fireballs turn things into coins. Yay! It's Yoshi! Hooray! Thank you for rescuing me. My name is Yoshi. On my way to rescue my friends, Bowser trapped me in that egg. Well, that's a different story. Normally, I mean, Yoshi's hatch. Isn't it weird that, like, Yoshi's hatch from eggs? Like... Because I think it's the same way in Mario Galaxy. Yoshi is trapped in the egg. Well, in Mario Galaxy 2. Not used to not having a flutter jump here. But, yeah, isn't that weird, though? How, like, they're always trapped in eggs? You can add a little bit of fridge horror by thinking, in games like Yoshi's Story and Yoshi's Island 2, Yoshi spits out eggs and throws them. So he's basically throwing imprisoned baby versions of himself at his enemies. There you go. I mean, as if Yoshi pooping out eggs, especially when they're created by, well, in some iterations he creates them by eating enemies, doesn't he? That would, I don't know, I feel like that would make a little bit more sense. But still, you gotta wonder, like, what Yoshi's eggs are actually used for. Because that's, I don't know, there's a little gray area. But then again, I guess if there were scientists for Yoshi's biology, you know, there'd be none of us here. So yeah, moving on to Yoshi's Island 3. Which one is this? Oh, this is this level. I like this level. And hey, look! I get to keep Yoshi! Because back in the day, Nintendo let you keep Yoshi and use him throughout the game instead of just in one level. And that's really one of my problems with, like, I'm all about the modern gaming and stuff, but that's one of my problems with New Super Mario Bros. Wii. And Super Mario Galaxy to a degree, but, you know, it's just that you don't get to keep Yoshi. For like any other levels than the ones you get him in. So it's kind of crap. It's kind of like they advertise Yoshi a whole lot, and then like you get to use him for 5 levels, and I just lost him. Oh well. Someone will probably trap him in an egg before he actually dies. Oh man. Could be worse though. Could be worse. Especially since there's a flower in here somewhere. There is. No, it's, oh, maybe there's not. It's up here. That's where it is. Yep, got the flower. Alright. Now we are moving along. Ooh. Anything round and brown in a SNES video game, yeah, they were pretty much Cocoa Puffs. So this thing is made of Cocoa Puffs. And yep, here we go. And then there's the random like glaciers in the background. I mean, those are straight up glaciers, dude. Why? Whoa, why are there glaciers on Yoshi's Island? I mean, they're kind of out of place. And on the map, it doesn't like insinuate that this is anywhere near mountains. So again, if we were really looking at the science of Mario games, I think there'd be none of us here. You know. I'm grateful for the White Mountains. They're very iconic. I remember them well from my childhood. I remember a lot of stuff from my childhood. Like when I'm actually playing the game, I remember, especially, you know, I'll remember a lot better when I'm playing something or listening to something than I will, like, if you ask me, well, what was your favorite part of the game? It's like, well, no, I'd have to play and tell you that, because, you know, it's the nostalgia filter, and sometimes it is not my friend. A lot of my big pet peeves with the world come from the use of the nostalgia filter to, you know, discredit modern ideas. And granted, in some cases, you know, modern games are not as good as, you know, the old ones, but I think in a lot of, you know, I'll never deny myself saying, boy, I wish this looked better, you know? I wish this looked awesome. Especially in, you know, especially once, like, 3D graphics started coming out, because I wasn't, like, I sort of skipped that era, because I went from a Super Nintendo to a GameCube, so that was a pretty big leap. And probably a whole lot of people would be like, what? Why'd you skip Nintendo 64? Well, I don't know, I just never got one. You know, it was sort of the parents' jurisdiction thing. But, probably more on that later. Anyway, here we go, 80s Castle. Fun stuff. I always liked how he looked up to see how big the building was. Because imagine they were pretty big. I don't know if they were structured very well. And here's this great sequence. Again, didn't see this much as a kid because I was usually playing on a file that had most of it done, but I did see it a few times once we figured out how to, you know, you could get back into castles, but considering my sister and I couldn't really beat the game by ourselves, we we didn't see the castles much because they were usually really hard for us. We used to be not that great at video games. I've gotten a lot better in, 14 years, and one would hope that I have, because I've been playing for an awful long time. Oh dear, it's these things. A lot of things in this game, they look like Pop-Tarts too. Like the way the end is on those things, the part that smashes you, totally looks like the frosting on a Pop-Tart. Maybe in reverse, but Uh-oh. Okay, good. Oh, red door already. Holy crap. There's this guy. Ooh. Wow. That's one thing that always freaked me out about Super Mario World, especially as opposed to like Super Mario All-Stars, which I also played as a kid a lot. In Super Mario World, if you got hit, you got sent right back to go, right back to the little stage. So that was always a problem. But I beat the castle, so that's pretty good. World 1. A nice little cutscene here. Little Mario's gonna bomb. The sound effect is bomb. Mario has defeated the demented Iggy Koopa in Castle Number 1 and rescued Yoshi's friend, who is still trapped in an egg. Together, they now travel to Donut Land, despite the fact that we will never see that egg again, probably until the ending. Well, or Star World, depending on your views of how that happened. Boom! And there it goes. And I don't remember the button combination to replay the castles in this game, but I will probably figure it out. So here we are on the Donut Plains, and having beaten World 1, or Land 1, or Area 1, or whatever, I think I'm going to end things off here. So if you watched, thanks for watching. And I hope to see more of you and me in the future. Hooray!